Welcome to Makeover Marketing, where we figure out what does it take to have and attract your ideal client. And this is where we find influencers and we review their marketing and we break it down in the psychology of it, what works, what doesn't work. And I give you an assessment. They will get an assessment from me at the end of this based on how well their marketing is, right? Because without having great marketing, you would not be able to attract people. I get so many people who ask me and they say, Coach T, how do I attract my ideal client? Why aren't they following me? Why aren't they liking? Why aren't they buying? Why am I not building a fan base? I've been at the same followers for a long time. A lot of times it's because they're not attracted to your marketing. And there's a lot of psychological factors that go into it. So today, we're going to be focusing on the Time to Thrive Challenge with Tony Robbins and Dean Graziosi, and we're gonna review. They have a challenge, and let's review it. Let's look at it. Let's break it down, and let's give them an ultimate decision and assessment by the end of this. All right, so let's do it. So let's jump right into it. So first, let's look at it. At the top here, I'm seeing links. Not crazy about those links. Gives people an opportunity to jump around. These links, I'm sure, probably jump to different parts of the page. But I don't really like that. I like to get people to go down the page here. You really want people jumping around if you can. You want them to consume as much information as possible, right? It's like going to the movies and then going straight to the, the climax scene. You know, it sounds good in theory, but it's like what builds up to get to the climax scene. You know what I'm saying? It makes a big difference. So you kind of don't just want to jump straight there. So I'm not really crazy about that. Get the Project Next Thrive edition and gain the unfair advantage and confidently launch your first ideal next coaching mastermind or workshop. Not crazy about this headline. One, typically you want to have a hooky headline to catch people, or usually a question. They kind of, I know this is an offer page, like a sales page, but they kind of jump directly to what it is, and then they kind of get to what the benefit is. So I would start more with the hook immediately up front. Also, I'm looking at when they're giving, I think they're giving too many options here. You can do your first or next, your course or coaching program, or your workshop, or your mat. You know, so you got to remember, you have some people that want to do live. There's some people that don't want to do live events, and they just want, I just want to coach. I'm cool kicking my feet up in the crib, I'm cool with that. You got some people that just want to do a course and may not necessarily, want to do live interaction. So there's no right or wrong. And yes, there may be some crossover there, but usually when it comes to niching down, it's great if you can choose one because your messaging will be tight. I like the photos here. I mean, very relevant. You seeing people that's familiar to you. Shout out to Alex Hormozy, right? So you might be looking at this and say, okay, these are some folks that are in the product. Join now at the most affordable price ever. I think that's really good because now you're like, oh, wow, I want to get a deal. And then they said 35,000 people have invested $2K to learn the system. You can get in for less than half that. So what's great about that is it gives a level of social proof. It's like, wow, I want to get a good deal. All of these people paid all of this money, but I can get in now for less than half that. I'm in, and it makes you want to sign up. I get a lot of people who ask and they say, well, I'm afraid to charge a high ticket, or I don't know if my people are going to be able to afford it. So to be able to overcome that, especially on your sales pages and on your calls when you're looking to generate clients, a good thing to do is be able to give them the ability to pay on it. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't pay the whole thing up front. Give them the ability to pay it over a certain amount of time. All right, so I think that's a good deal. I love bullets. I always love bullets. So I like the fact that they got the bullets here. I like the fact that they have the access immediately. I like the fact that they have what the value could have been, but they crossed it out. So, like, okay, this is what it costs, but I'm not necessarily going to pay that. So I like that. Again, I like the bullets on there. I like how they have the additional bonus here. I love how they have the total value, but that's like saying, listen, this is what the value is, but you know what I'm saying? For you, but because you my mans, this is what I can do for you. I'm gonna let you in for about $9.97. You know what I mean? Like that, like that's the equivalent of what they're doing on this page. You know what I mean? Like I could charge you this because it's worth this, but you know what? For you, boom, this is what it is. So I do like that. Okay, I like that. I like the idea they have the PayPal credit here, so it gives people the ability to use credit. The money back guarantee. Anytime you get a chance to add a guarantee as part of your marketing is always going to be a great idea to do. Testimonials are always great. So testimonials are a good way. It's another form of social proof. Reviews are another way of social proof. You can really see how people like the product. And I like the fact that they have it listed out here. We also have, I like how they have the milestones here. So the reason I like how the milestones here is because it says, what does your project next really look like? What I like about this place right here is that because they have it listed out, you know what you're going into, you know what you're walking into. You know what I mean? So that's what's really, really important about this is nobody likes to step into a black hole. You know what I mean? People like to step into, oh wow, you know, I know what my next steps are going to be. What I'm not seeing on here, which I'm not crazy about, is I'm not seeing a video of them really talking about the challenge. I would love to see Dean or Tony really talking about the challenge, really getting people pumped up for it. And I think it draws deeper level connection. And you know, people come in really, I mean, you come into this Thrive Challenge to learn what you have, but you really want to learn from your mentors. Wouldn't you love to sit in front of Dean and Tony and, you know, really just learn from them? Like, wouldn't you really want to do that? If you sign up for a product, you would want to see the teachers and the people who are putting on a project or putting on the training. You would love to see them talking about it, right? Because that's who you're going to be learning from. So that's definitely something that that's definitely something that could be improved on here. 6 weeks, I like the coaching aspect. So they're giving you different aspects, right, of what you're going to get. They give you the training of what you're going to learn. They give you the coaching. They have a mastermind software platform. So they give you the platform and they give you live event tickets. So I like the diversity of what they're giving you, because as somebody's going to be attracted to something. You're going to be attracted to what you're going to learn online through the training. You're going to be attracted to the coaching environment. You're going to be attracted because they're giving you the software and they're giving you a few months of the software. Or you might be an in-person type person where you like to meet people. We're going to give you that too. So I like the fact that they're giving you that. All of those, and then they give you some additional bonuses as well. This right here I think is a little bit overkill. So essentially, I mean, they're telling you more of what you're going to learn, but I think they did a decent job of that throughout the entire long sales page. I think they did a good job of that already. I feel like this is a little bit more overkill than necessary, so I'm not too crazy about that. But I do like this part here because this is for the analytical people, right? So they're talking about market stats. You see the traditional market, they're talking about the knowledge industry. They branded this with the knowledge industry, right? So that's what they're known for. Always, anytime you have a framework or you have a concept, name it, make it unique to you, make it unique to your brand. You also have the, they talked about the e-learning market. So for my analytical people, right, they have something for them to make, you know, you always want to have proof. So this is just good proof from a trusted source. So that's always going to make people, that's going to compel, especially the analytical folks. It's going to make them more trusting. This is just more proof when trained by 2028 experts. These, you know, why would they add this? Why would they add by Citizen? Why would they add about report link? Or why would they put screenshots of that? Why would they do that? Because it provides proof. Okay, so you always want to have proof. I do like this part right here where they talk about all niches. So this is really a section where they're overcoming objections. You get an objection anytime you're selling something. People are saying to themselves, "I wonder if this is for me." If you're wondering something, then you're not 100% confident. If you're not 100% confident in it, then you're less likely to buy. So what they're saying is, listen, I don't even want you to think about, is this for me? Am I in the right niche? Does this work for me? Yes. And they're answering it right here for you. All right. So that's really, really key. All right. And then this is a repeat of everything they just mentioned. And then this is testimonials. I do like this part here because they're saying who is for, who is not for. So they want to push away the people it's not for. And they're going to attract strong over the people that it is for. So I like that. And then they have some FAQ questions, which are more of overcoming objections. I think the links were a little bit overkill. I would love to see Dean and Tony talking inside of here. They could have used some work on some of the headlines, especially the initial headline that you're using to hook people in. really could have been improved. And then I think some of the information in there was overkill, just in terms of the social proof aspects, testimonial aspects, overcoming objection aspects. I like the bullets, who's it for, who's it not for. I like those elements of overall. I actually think this is a really strong page. I think it's a really strong marketing page, and the assessment is 8 out of 10. I would give this an 8 out of 10, which is very high, right? I mean, if you're thinking about it as opt-in rates, I mean, 80% is high. Now, I highly doubt that this is an 80% opt-in rate, but just in terms of the marketing and how well they hit on psychological triggers, I think they did a pretty good job. So I would really give it an 8 out of 10. All right, so that concludes today marketing makeover. If you like this, go ahead and give this some likes, share this with somebody, give this a comment, and make sure to subscribe. Right, and if you have anybody that you want me to review their marketing, any influencers, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Write it, and we'll add them on the list, and maybe you'll see them on the upcoming, marketing makeover. All right. So with that being said, just continue to make things happen and apply these things. The reason we do this is because I want you to go out and I want you to apply it. I want you to use it. I want you to see what works. And this is human psychology, so this will never change. Human psychology, you're not changing. This is the consciousness of human beings, so these things just work, and if you work it, it will work for you. Right, keep watching these, right, and I'll see you on the next marketing makeover.